only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic...
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough. Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from...
Итак, всем доброе утро, добрый день, добрый вечер, смотря что у вас на дворе. Хотя я сам хер знает, что сейчас на дворе. После бесконечного фарма артефактов, наконец-таки я просыпаюсь здесь. Здравствуйте всем. Ой. Фармил, блин, целый месяц артефакты на Хутаву. И в итоге что? В итоге вот трындец. Большая бутылка красного вина. Разбитый магнитофон. Чертов магнитофон. Ладно, главное одеть штаны. О, ключики. Зашибись. Неплохо, неплохо. Пока что неплохо.
Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Посмотреть визуальный анализ. Бам! Блин, неудача, да кёперный трындец. Я так и знал, что в этой игре будет еще хуже гачи, чем в Геншине. Так, а тут что? Взять. Берем ботиночек. Так, что там, что там, что там? Воняет. Ну, как обычно, в принципе. Потому что фармить артефакты — это трындец. Берем рубашечку. Дверь закрыта. Идем умываться.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits.
Да пофигу, главное посмотреть на себя.
Да. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Yeah. Ощупать?
There is definitely something wrong with it.
А чё такого?
Where to even begin? There bet you.
Нос.
Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your. It's not.
Ой.
Don't be scared. It's only your behold.
Ух, красавец. Вот, человек, который фармил артефакты на Хутаву последний месяц. Он именно так и выглядит.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Да, это какая-то суперзвезда.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make... Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Не, ну не суперзвезда, тут что-то по-другому. Неописуемо. О, намек для дам.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies.
Иди нахер.
That's right.
Вот так-то.
Not even yourself.
8%. Охеренные шансы. Погнали.
Like the rest of you,
Ну, я так и
it
знал.
comes from a bad
3%.
place somewhere. It's too
Блин,
late.
все равно, что выбивать,
Like
блин,
an
гарант.
image on film.
Ладно, фиг с ним. Нет так нет, не надо, я все. О, что это? Вертится. Галстук.
This fan has two chain pull switches.
Так.
One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light
Подтянуть за вентилятор. Так, отлично. Теперь он выключен. Опа. В смысле неудача, блин, 80% было? Вы, блин, придурки, что ли? Трындец.
Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving for quite a long time, still ongoing. Now, finally, the pressure recedes.
Да, нужно еще эквилибристики, блин. Ладно, нафиг надо, все. Так, а тут визуальный анализ нужен. Зашибись просто. Нафиг надо, блин. Пойду так в итоге. Ой-ой-ой-ой. Открывай дверь. Ключ есть? Есть. Все. Опа, бодрячком. Что тут у нас? Денежка. Все, как в Скайриме. Блин, а в наушниках, оказывается, гораздо лучше играть. Я просто играл, но я умер из-за того, что я пнул почтовый ящик. О, ботинок. Зашибись.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Like two baby crocodiles.
И как сидят?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy.
Неплохо, неплохо. Ладно. Так, по крайней мере, ботинки уже есть. Это уже неплохо.
Hello, officer.
Здорово. В смысле, офицер? Какой нахер офицер? Я... Тот самый... Геншин фан. Да.
Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Начальник?
No.
Да, что ты меня назвала начальником?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Уверена?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
Да по-любому.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
И что?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
3% шанс на хардкоре. Я думаю, отличные шансы.
The words have already left your mouth.
Да, блин, я хочу с вами перечпокнуться. Ёперный ты потанцуй.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. No, you see, that's not what you said. Come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time. Goddamn right.
Все, не отступаем. Сказали, значит сказали просто.
What kind of cop are you?
Так, коп апокалипсиса бред. Коп суперзвезда бред. Жалкий коп, ну это вообще, блин, самострадание нахер надо. Да я, может, не коп вообще.
Sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory?
Да кто-то виноват в этом.
I'm sorry. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Угу.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Охеренная беседа просто. Угу. Окурок. Окурочек, окурочек. Так. Ну чё, давайте постучимся.
The door is closed.
А постучать?
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned.
Снова постучать.
No answer.
Снова постучать, блин! Снова постучать!
It does not produce a hole.
Ладно.
This
Может
door
открыто?
comes
Постучать?
still, you should punch a fucking hole in it.
Ну
The
ладно.
murmur in your-
Ладно, все. Нет, так нет, не открывает, не надо. Все, до свидания. Так, та-та-та-та. Тут быстрые сохранения работают, да, на хардкоре? Зашибись, все. Проходим как есть, значит. Па-па-дам. Итак, не в таких, конечно, захолустьях я отдыхал. Угу. Так, текст песни. Здесь какая-то фигня. Что у нас вообще в этом самом инвентаре? Всякая фигня, да? Понедельник. Понедельник день тяжелый, тем более, что сегодня не
You
понедельник.
should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
Ну, я хер знает, я только из-под
Of
похмелья.
course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express.
Да какая суперзвезда, блин, нафиг я это сделал с зеркалом, блин. Не-не-не,
You should
спеть, да?
sing the sad small church song from that tape you found.
Не, ну радостное спеть это бред, блин.
Serves them right.
Ну вот и все.
You would need another copy of the tape first.
Да, зашибись, все, отлично. Надо будет спеть в караоке обязательно. Так, что тут у нас есть? Берем. Ага. С кухни тонкое урчание доносится. Блин, 8 утра только. Обычно в это время я ежедневки в геншине выполняю. Та-тан-та-ра-та-тан. Давайте с главным поговорим. Здорово,
A
братан.
man in his late 20s stands behind the counter. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan.
Ты бармен?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
А,
He's very animated all of a sudden.
понятно. Угу. Охеренный диалог.
A competent work. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most like a small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua."
А чё,
Steer Koarius Skua.
блин, зачем мне вообще расспрашивать о птице?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
В смысле, приятель?
He pretends not to hear you.
Ну и нахер иди, блин, разговаривать он не хочет. Что-то у нас еще есть. Табличка. Летний вход закрыт на зиму. Ага, офигенно.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand.
Так,
You
ну
see
таблетки
the
мы
man.
возьмем,
You've
да,
just picked
спасибо.
up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen.
Опасно
above the
разбудить?
character
Не.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift.
Не, нахер мне айдишник нужен, блин. Я этот самый, еще нормальный. Так, что тут у нас есть? В 16:00 открывается. Неплохо. Так, какие у нас записи появились? Спойте под караоке. Зашибись. Отличные эти самые мотивы. Но пока я не буду. Так. Не подключен. Пойду проветрюсь.
As you approach the door leading out of the hostel, the bespeckled man
Excuse me. I think you may be the person I've been waiting for.
С чего ты взял вообще, блин, братан?
on the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are enigmatic white rectangles.
Ну, пожать руку.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Prison 57. You must be from the 41st.
Нет.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Придумать. Придумываем имя.
Raphael
Говно тупая,
Ambrosius
блин.
Cousteau.
Так, такая крутота, крутота изрядная, очень-очень крутая крутота. Рафаэль Амброзиус Кусто. Господи, блин, нет, это точно не то. Не то, что я какой-то душнило.
No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're one classy cop. Say it.
Меня зовут Рафаэль Амброзиус Кусто? Чё за бред?
Yes. Well,
Ну
it
да.
looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Нет, я никого не опрашивал.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean.
Нет.
We'll have time for that. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Какое к херам тело, блин?
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Нет.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Ну, блин, ё-моё, ты если приехал, должен знать всё.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
А чё ты уверен, что есть полиция? Я вообще обычный чел просто в рубашке.
I was to meet a detective from Precinct 41 at the Whirling in Rags, who arrived here 3 days ago. I am told that is how long you have been here.
Какое описание?
Precinct 41 said they were sending the most seasoned detective. And you certainly look.
Материться я умею.
However, I would also suggest that you locate your blazer with your official insignia.
Прямоугольники.
White rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters are. You mean you don't have a badge?
Не было у меня никакого удостоверения, блин, никакой не полицейский вообще. А если я не настоящий? Я ничего не помню. Да ты задолбал меня, блин. Что сделать? Хорошо. Все понятно, блин. Лейтенант Кицураги теперь в нашей пати, да? Зашибись просто. Теперь я должен с ним таскаться. Ай, ладно, давай опросим этого хера.
Mr. Guard, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation. So joining me from Precinct 41.
По активном поиске имени? Не, ну я не Рафаэль, блин, Амброзиус Кусто, это бредятина, промолчай.
Right. No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
Отлично, позвоним.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Чего?
It's your turn.
Задавать вопросы?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me?
Чё, блин, за тело?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole.
Кто
I
его
don't know
убил?
who killed him. I'm not the police.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree.
Кто его вздернул?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who...
Did the debarders themselves tell her this? Or?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Почему?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the...
Ладно, у меня еще один вопрос. Почему Сильви не здесь?
None of your business.
Чего, блин? Что за хорошо? Ладно, у меня все.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Что такое Керам Реал?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real.
Это деньги?
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 100 and... Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar.
Так, понятно, ты арестован.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Ладно, ты не арестован. Ты
You can't
арестован.
arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Так, попробовать поставить. Красная проверка. Хер с ним, давай попробуем. Погнали! Говно.
Oh, so apparently I'm a bitch now. Okay, I'll be the bitch, and you'll be the broke cop who owes me money. And no one will arrest anyone because that's insane. How's that?
Sir, leash in your tongue. Officer, you need to contact your station. Ask your people for assistance with the money you owe this place.
I'm sorry, but I can't let him stay here if he doesn't pay. He's 3 days on the slip. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, he'll have to work this from home.
Так, здесь больше негде остановиться, у меня нет дома. Нет дома у меня.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The
Да
address is
я
coming up
хер
there.
знает, где мой
And
дом,
this
блин.
place- But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay. If you run out, you can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Так, у меня мысль, да? Одинокая дорога домой. Все, погнали. Думаем.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drink,
130,
what?
блин,
I
трындец.
was really enjoying talking about the money you owe. Absolutely out of the question.
Это почему еще?
Absolutely in the question. First we find...
Ладно, понятно. Та-та-та-та-та, трындец, блин. Вот поиграешь так в геншин, а потом, блин, приходишь, очищаешься в чужом отеле.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Это я тут, зайка?
Why, you are, officer.
А может и правда?
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Не знаю.
You rascal. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but
Зайкам нужны деньги.
when they're away.
Покатаем?
Whatever do you mean?
Да так просто.
Yes. Probably roll with me by the Fletchers. Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body.
Ладно.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
Я ничего не
Yes,
знаю,
officer.
блин.
You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Ладно, надеюсь, вы правы.
You know where we are, right?
В каком-то клоповнике, блин.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
В аду.
We're in the city of Revshol, dear.
Что это за
How would
место?
I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but
Ревашоль это
everyone
типа
says
как
so.
Питер, да?
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
51-й есть, короче, запись. Да я хер знает, блин, может старый календарь вообще. Близится конец времен.
Perhaps, dear. Perhaps. But for now, it's just the spring of 51.
Угу, 51-го, хорошо.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode
Блин,
of government?
какая форма правления, хер знает, блин, ну не демократия. Диктатура пролетариата, блин, грозные войны, мчащие так, ну машинами точно. При помощи радио. Не, ну не копы правят, блин. Я думаю, второй.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
But they still have cops.
Ну, а если нет правительства, действительно, откуда взялись копы?
Oh dear, this is troubling. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Ну так я
You
справился.
didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality.
A sigh. The lieutenant...
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe?
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Of course, dear.
Ну и ладно, ну и не надо. Блин.
Hello again, sweetie. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Oh my. You know where... That's right. And where is the whirling... We're in the city of... Yes, and... How would I even... I haven't seen very... Speaking of history... That's right,
51.
dear. How
Отлично.
splendid.
Her relief is palpable.
I can tell that this is...
Вау, вот это да, коалиция.
Revachol is what's called a zone of control. It is quite disappointing. Oh dear. But we should...
She's scared now. She's...
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago...
Jakob.
Of course, sweetie. Someone more...
No.
Of course.
That's a good point.
Замечательно. Я получил ручку с обезьянкой. И у меня целая куча заданий. Ёперный трындец. Ой, возместите ущерб, бла-бла-бла, блин, так далее. Ладно, погнали. Нам нужно осмотреть тело. Мы осмотрим.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol.
Ревашоль.
The eaves and floods the gutters. The spring thaw must be here.
Что я делаю?
Looking up at the sky.
Что я вижу?
Grey sky like great battleships. Clouds colliding with one another.
Что я чувствую?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. You're not dressed for this weather.
Что на
Sheets
западе?
of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an... Your hair isn't... There's a fleet on the corner. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. You shudder, looking down at your feet. Two green snake Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to
Надеюсь,
waste
все
in the
здесь
rain.
понимают английский, а меня все равно никто не смотрит. Хер с ним.
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a
На
traffic
юге.
jam. Rain,
А на
the
другой
road
стороне?
descends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops.
Если у меня после пьянки амнезии, я вообще это не могу воспринимать, блин.
Capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. It's home.
Где я живу?
On a street there that flows like a muddy river in the...
You cannot return.
In
Ладно.
the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mitt. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your coalition hero statics hang.
Что внизу?
Collapsed storm drains. Old
Твою ж
This
мать.
rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Ну ладно. Ладно, чё ж поделать, блин. Чё ж поделать, блин. Ладно. О, мусорка. Будь у тебя пакет. Найди пакет и станешь багет. Херовая шутка,
You
ладно.
see a set of tire tracks in a brown slashed cop habit. This isn't case related.
Что за
Hard to
машина?
say. Your vision is blurred.
Визуальный анализ.
Having
Погнали.
difficulty concentrating. No.
Ну,
These
как
tracks
обычно,
are
блин, ни хера я не могу сделать, да? Ни эквилибристики, ни хера, блин, ничего нету. Так, опа. Так, разлагающаяся человеческая плоть, ну, естественно. Так, следы.
There are several footprints in the mud. Heavy
Что за
workers'
обувь?
boots with reinforced toes and hobnails. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Так, 28%. Хер с ним.
What do you think you are? A super detective?
Ладно. Ладно, так уж и быть, блин. О, автосохранение, это хорошо. Так, не видишь же взрослый вес. Так, ладно, осмотрим наше тело. Смотреть. Ой, ужас. Ой, 8% ёперный трындец. Ну ладно, может повезет. Ну ладно, уже некуда, блин, отступать. Давайте наблюем. По крайней мере, прочистимся.
Feel a great force ringing from your stomach until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises.
Прости.
It's okay. Happens to everyone.
Ну, спасибо.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear.
Ты думаешь, блин, наш шатырь поможет? Он ни хера при этом не помогает.
If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
Хорошо, а где его достать? Ладно. Хорошо. Хорошо, я понял. Так, ладно, давайте осмотрим место. Угу. Па-па-пам, пара-пам-пам-пам. Так, чё мы не двигаемся? Так, берем все, отлично. Так, механизм. Опа. Что это? Ну-ка. Да говно, блин. Ой, то-то-то-то-то-то-то. Ну ладно, пошли, чё. Какие-то придурки тут. Ага, свет над подгружением.
This trash container is locked. Just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at them.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage. Or...
Или что?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the whirling.
Ну блин, мог бы и сразу предложить. Господи. Та-та-тан, та-та-тан. Так, нахер полицию. Так, название улицы разобрать невозможно. Так, мотокарета моего, блин, напарника. Та-та-та. Угу. Тротуар треснул. Все треснуло, все развалилось. Так, ломбард Роя. Угу. О, перчаточки. Неплохо. Так, перчаточки. Одеваем перчаточки. Отлично. Плюс электрохимия. Пойдем в ломбард. Наверняка там что-то наше лежит. После попойки обычно надо заходить в ломбард. Что тут у нас? Древний кассовый аппарат. Так, парочка какая-то непонятная.
Wow, a very large red T-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Вот как.
The print depicts a muscled man striding toward you. The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes.
Сколько за футболку? 2 реала? Блин, дешево.
That's dirt cheap.
Может, просто отдашь даром тогда?
Why?
Потому что я... Не полицейский банкрот. Как-нибудь еще?
Goods, not services.
понюхать.
Smells like worn cotton. Worn cotton with a side of flea market.
Sniffing is okay.
It's the man from Hendal.
Walking away from his burning village. Yes. Huh?
Ладно, проехали.
The man from Yelmdale is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla. In fact, most people don't think that man from Yelmdale ever really existed.
Hendal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But
Погоди,
both
то
the
есть
man and
Химдаль
Hjelmdal,
реален?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky.
Хеймдаль.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some.
Так, ну футболка хорошая, и стоит всего 2 реаля. У меня, блин, ладно, блин, трындец.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among the.
Чё за уличный
Yes,
фонарь,
officer.
блин?
As you see, it's in perfect working.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful.
700 real.
Сколько, блин? Да иди нахер, блин.
It's not. He's trying to
Ты, блин,
suit
прикалываешься, ну.
There's also the matter of rewiring.
The light pole has been carefully cut. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Где ты его взял?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of... You have to admit it's rather
Да
clever.
я понял,
what he's
понял, блин, до свидания. Так, все. Не нагибай. Угу. Угу.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags. Everything you pick
Говно.
out seems faded. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold.
Which one?
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they
Можешь
could
спросить
possibly
моего друга Гаррета.
Okay. I don't like either.
Big men on
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about
Ладно,
these guys.
ладно, я понял. Все, трындец. У тебя есть что на
It's not
продажу?
often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you? I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Ой, господи, блин. Безделицы.
It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but entertained. He might be high.
О, электрохимия. Погнали!
What? Feeling warm
Да!
and filled like
Отлично! Хоть раз мне удача вернулась. Полидрон?
a drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
Вы... Спокуха я свой, блин. Не, блин.
Prolidon is just something you know, I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical.
Ну-ка расскажи,
We were
блин.
an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood. Tough son of a gun, this one.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years. A bad idea. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. So much disappointment.
Ну и кто?
No one's. A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive... The cleanup happened 15 years ago, so I came to Martinez. I
Спасибо.
like the theory more than the story.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
I doubt it,
but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
I do my best to keep my distance.
No one likes to see what you
Понятно
have to see.
всё.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already...
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Так, ну у меня не очень много чего есть, блин. Платок лейтенанта можно заложить за 2 и получить за него футболку. Ни хера себе, блин.
Another time, perhaps.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved. One especially catches your eye. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
О, стерео 8. Что-то знакомое.
Is the Harman Welshire W2
12,
made
блин.
in Vespa? If police work means playing, absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech.
Не, почти XCOM. Еще хуже, диско Elysium. Так.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with
А
anything.
полидрончиком угостишь?
Have you tried it before?
The lieutenant steps
Возможно.
away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like...
Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition.
О, спасибо, братан.
Of course.
Отлично. Так, полидроны есть. Если что, мы не умрем, блин. Все. Так. Футболку, значит, я не получил, да?
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in
Я ее даже
comparison to
понюхал,
this
блин.
man.
И всего 2 реаля нужно, ну. Уже 10 утра, ё-моё. Так, шлюз на ремонте, до среды. Так, что у нас тут? Ага. В мусорном контейнере мы шарились. Вот, здорово, братан. Доброе утро.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami. With his posture is relaxed, despite his powerful build and
Ты
the
знаешь, что произошло?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershell. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around
А что
here.
дальше?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation.
Так, странная церковь мне нужна. Там, судя по слухам, танцы проходят.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
А солями можно?
Sure thing.
it is salty.
Отлично.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Отлично. Что ж, пока. Отличный чувак с солями, слушай.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. This panel usually closes the water lock.
Рычаг вверх.
Pull the lever, or nothing happens.
Сильнее.
Nothing happened. The
Понятно.
spring brings the lever back to its original position. Wasn't there a sign of this?
Ладно, понятно. Что ж тут? Тут ничего не поделаешь. Так, туда тоже не пойдешь. Пойдемте обратно. Тарарай, тарарай, та-та. Гуманитарная помощь. Что тут вообще у нас? Ага, разводной мост.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box.
Опа.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Ну-ка.
Abort. These are hideous.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes. It's going to be very difficult.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Почему я их определенно покупать не буду, блин? Я вообще не знаю даже, как они выглядят.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this.
Ладно.
These are all boring. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very
Может,
cool.
ну ладно.
UV resistant. These were definitely...
Сейчас. Один момент. Так. Ну что ж. Белая проверка. Попробуем.
No luck.
Ну, как обычно.
That visor is perfect for you, officer.
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap plastic shades.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Итак, у нас есть темные очки саморазрушения, к электрохимию, но минус логика. И плюс к восприятию. Ага, понятно. Так, что-то еще есть.
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends. The box smells like cat piss.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand.
Ну-ка попробуем.
Something
Да.
cold grazes your hand. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you.
Отлично.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty.
Угу. Мега спорте, блин. Самообладание минус трепет. За 4, блин, реала. Блин, иди нафиг. У меня столько денег нету.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer.
Кроссовки.
Found ultras.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the late.
50 реалов, блин.
These once respectable speakers, a small.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look, these, officer. These speakers are Samaran garbage.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're.
А колонки?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale.
Именно поэтому хочу купить, блин. Слышь, блин, охерел, блин, что ли?
You do, officer, you do.
Ладно, понятно, блин, все с тобой.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a life.
Ладно, понятно. У меня, блин, пол реала только. Толку от этого. Землетрясение. Ага. Так. У меня предчувствие насчет этого ящика, блин, не очень хорошие.
This post Lavantorie, now a faint sticker on the side reads.
Хороший ящик.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Соберись.
The mailbox does not know how to man up. It is an inanimate object.
Ну ладно. Так, что-то у нас есть. Тут целая куча непонятных книг. Ага. Ага. Я как будто в Биошок опять играю. Куча непонятных надписей, каких-то... Стоять. Ну где это было, блин? Ой, эротическая литература, но без эротики. Здорово.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are
Здравствуй.
you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any
Как тебя зовут?
My name is Annette, sir.
Аннет.
My mum, her name is Plaisance. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Молодец.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
А
I do
школа?
my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Что такое школа?
School? Well,
The gale wind blows in from the coast. Remorse. The parquet of Assembly Hall. You haven't heard a word.
Mum says it's necessary to do both because
There is stress and unease behind these words.
Mum says it's peachy.
Ладно. Ладно, пока. Я понял, ты ненормальная девчонка. Так, что тут есть?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full
Бедный
of
маленький
fossilized
биноклик.
The metal feels cold and wet.
Посмотреть.
A thick layer of graffito covers the Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. You know this to be the star of Perikinesis. Around the large wooden building you see...
Ладно. И везде можно собирать бутылки. Покетик. Покетик, покет. А время только 10 утра. Между прочим. Полидрон.
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic.
О, посмотреть.
Don't let the scary medical warnings through. No
Ладно.
problem.
You've passed up your chance to start using Pyrrolidon for now, but don't worry. The option to...
Ну ладно, через 4 часа, я думаю, надо будет использовать этот полидрон. А пока мы возьмем пакетик. И будем как нормальный человек ходить с пакетиком. Давайте собирать бутылки. Теперь осталось только автомат для бутылок найти. Тан-та-та-тан, та-та-та-ра-та-ра-тан. Ладно, что вы думаете, я не знаю, что ли? Я знаю то, что, блин, смотрел обзор, то, что тут, оказывается, можно собирать бутылки. И на бутылке что-то делать. Только где это, я не помню. Розы, тюльпаны. Здорово.
Welcome to Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Что такое фрите?
I don't know. Frit?
Почему ты?
I think they think that the extra tea makes it.
The story goes that normal Frit...
Ладно, понятно, что за журнал?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got like...
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Не знаю, зачем спросил.
Me neither. Okay. I'm not...
She looks up.
Спирт есть?
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself. Reality? You mean?
She is like a student, unexpectedly.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15? Ты выглядишь как 30-летняя, блин, запойная девушка.
Yeah. That's why I'm working my ass off in Frit.
Ну,
So I guess
естественно.
I don't know. What about it?
Сколько времени?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
10:09. Я вижу внизу экрана сейчас 11:03.
We're in Frit? As mankind, or...
What will her essay prompt be?
Где мы в
We're
мире?
in Revachol, like on the Insulindian Isola.
Ладно,
You're
спасибо.
welcome.
О, коалиция,
Our
что такое?
government? Or do you mean something...
Ладно, понятно. Тупая, блин, дура. С тобой, блин, разговаривать нефиг делать.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
О, нет. Я же этого не знал. Сдать
Your
бутылки.
bottles clunk into the machine.
Так, мне нужно больше бутылок. Больше бутылок, больше бутылок. Ребят, есть бутылки? Я теперь собираю бутылки. Я за окружающую среду. Что тут происходит? Да с чего ты взял, что я коп, блин? С какой ты стати? Ну нет.
It helps if people see us talking. Maybe you should ask them the questions. We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Штрихбрейхеры.
Honest men and women. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? Have fun. Union shits are on full
Специальное дело.
to work. It's shameful. Cops doing nothing.
We are not picking a side in this. Pity.
Ладно, иди нахер, короче, блин, какой-то непонятный чел. Я собираю бутылки. Центики. О! Два септима. Два септима есть, нормально. Это что такое? Кто это такой? Какой к херам Филипп Третий?
You notice something about the statue. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the... Someone shot him in the heart.
Okay, I can't see it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. Why not? What this shows us is...
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, even by the stand.
Да! Хоть раз повезло. Ну, не раз, на самом деле.
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, his own maladministration.
Понятно.
Philip III's ludicrous...
Понятно. Все понятно. На самом деле ни хера не понятно, но понятно. О, белая майка. Я могу надеть белую майку. Грубая сила. Отлично, я настоящий коп. Я настоящий КПшник. Так, 19 реалов. Та-па-пара-пам, пара-пам.
Yes.
Расскажи о деле.
What do you want to know?
Все.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know. Then you are not that far behind, actually. 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. They didn't identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what... Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. I'm afraid you and you don't know. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. Later. What good? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
No.
That's a fair point. Alright. For the good of... That's because I'm half Seolite. Or
Какой ксоль, блин? Что, блин, что за бред, блин?
Good. Let's...
Ладно. Понятно. Так. Во-первых, я хочу снять свой галстук. Поэтому эквилибристику надо прокачать. Поэтому пошли в мою комнату снимать мой галстук. О, здорово.
Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with
traffic jam for the ages. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul. It feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout.
Я вообще не понял, что ты мне сказал.
Yeah, imagine. So tell me, what do you need?
А у тебя не найдется мелочушки?
Huh? The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. The man taps his
Ладно,
fingers
понятно.
rhythmically against his arm.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
О, ты арестован.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs at night. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway and we're pals and all.
There's no denying it. The man
Ладно, понятно.
taps his...
Don't be a stray.
Понятно, все, блин, ни хера не понятно. Я?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
В смысле снова, блин?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again.
Я Ленин?
You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love?
Да.
This conversation isn't really about love.
И что?
You keep saying things like down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich.
Ну, в принципе,
sort of
да.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions?
Все, погнали строить коммунизм, блин. Погнали. Так, все, мысль. Строим коммунизм, блин. Социальный коммунизм. Да, блин. Между гвоздиками сигареты возьми их. Да, блин, идите нафиг. Какой, блин, курение вред. Сейчас мы пойдем соберем бутылочки. В моей комнате. А, не-не-не-не. Сначала... Да не, иди нахер. Сначала мы купим футболку. Сначала мы купим футболочку. Футболку мы купим. Да, отлично. Все, отлично, отлично. Замечательно, просто футболка. Бам, блин, просто. У-у-у! Просто шикарная футболка. Отлично. Так, ты выйдешь сегодня или нет? Отличная, шикарная, замечательная, великолепная футболка. Так, это что такое? Берем. Так, ну сюда еще рано. Я думаю, нам нужно сначала обыскать мою каюту.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's
Не, не
almost...
сейчас.
Excuse me. Do you have something?
Не, может, пошел нахер, блин. Какой ром, блин? Ты что, прикалываешься, что ли? Так. Так.
The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives... You should punch a fucking hole in. Hey. That felt. You slam your fist into the vinyl.
Ну ладно, все, я понял. Я все понял, ладно, все, уходим.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette.
Да ну нахер, блин, какой курильщик, блин, иди нафиг. Я не курю. Так. Бутылочки.
The window stands broken in its...
Так. Бутылочки. Собираем бутылочки.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every...
Я понял. Отлично. Так. Бутылочки. Собираем бутылочки. Так. Не то. Так, собираем бутылочки. Так, не то. Так. Опа, пиджачок.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. A terrible mistake.
Oh.
Turn the light. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity.
Жги. Так. Погнали. 83%. Да! Галстук есть. Отлично. Я выгляжу замечательно, по-моему. По-моему, я выгляжу замечательно. Ну? Футболка, галстук. Просто шикарно.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Так, все заблокировано, понятно, пойдем.
Kim also tries. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape. Where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard.
Ой, извини.
No problem, officer.
Ну ладно. Если no problem, так no problem. Так. Ладно, пойдем искать дальнейшие бутылки. На балконе что-нибудь есть? На балконе ничего нету. Тараран, тараран, тан-тан. Так, это мы взяли. Пойдем сдадим бутылочки. Опа. Ага. Я понял. Летний вход закрыт. Это все закрыто. Пойдем сдадим бутылочки.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Отлично, теперь целых 2 реаля есть. На эти 2 реаля что мы можем сделать? Целая нихера, да? Охеренно, я детектив, если честно. Так, фриты. Так, это мы возьмем. А что такое антистачник?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They gotta be bloody stupid. Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up. I was just messing with you. Imagine, you cops going on a strike. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with them.
Я изучаю мир.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. I don't operate in that capacity. Well, yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Ага.
The man whispers a jaunty.
Ладно, пока. Все понятно с тобой, блин. Ты самый непонятный чел, которого я только видел, блин. Пока что. Ага, тут не пройти. Тут нам не пройти. Так, быстрое сохранение. Чё, блин? Слышь, блин, ни хера не выдает.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but no, you don't. You need to get another jerking motions. Signs of a late stage neurodegenerative. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You dominated lesser cultures. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind it, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Слышь, пошел нахер. Охеренно просто.
You should leave the stage of history with dignity. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands. The walls will be lined with bottles of...
This is your chance. He's talking.
О, воу, блин, трындец, 42 или 28? 42. О, хорошо, хорошо. Помоги мне разобраться в этих расах. Да, это для дела.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailor. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartor. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidental. A receding genetic pool has led them out on.
Ясно, понятно, блин. Ни хера не понятно, блин. Что за, блин, расистский бред?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental, the Areopagites are sleek.
Ой, господи, блин.
The latter is perfected and adapt. You need to know both types A and B to understand the context for them.
Yeah, you have to have context, you know.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish. But pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through the Koiko, the countless micronationalities.
Vasholieri.
The Vasholians, halfway between type A and the...
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening.
The revolution came to Ravachol from the revolution. Enough of tips. The F are a museum. It would be cruel. You understand nothing. To solve the great, we will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way, without becoming a race theoretician.
We will.
Access to the Union is important.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
Свалить его с ног!
Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Говно.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk.
Я полицейский.
Cracks in his hand like a ripe apple.
The words to the song have changed.
Пошел нахер.
Twist in his grip and the pain blinds. Still
good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization.
Ладно, пошел нахер, блин. Тебя не обойти, не зайти, блин, ничего. Тут все закрыто. Тут не пройти. Пошли идиоты одни. Я бутылки могу еще сдать? А у меня нет. Ну, до свидания тогда. Тогда до свидания. Раз нет, так нет. Так, мысль. Современная расовая теория. Погнали. Здравствуйте.
The RCM in Martinez.
У меня вопросы.
What can I help you with? Sure. I'm done with it.
Спасибо.
Go easy on that stuff. Of course. Where to?
Не, ладно.
She's very well.
Excuse me? Oh. Okay. Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to...
Sure.
Тараран-там.
You see a set of tire tracks.
Так, ладно. Ладно. Ой, точно, я забыл ключ попросить. Я забыл попросить, блин, ключ. Я думаю, вот такой вот вид самый нормальный.
Can I help you?
О, 12 часов, кстати, нужно в участок позвонить.
Mine?
Thank you for clearing.
Why?
I thought as...
Well...
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the...
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Так, ключи мы взяли. Пойдем позвоним в участок, скажем то, что я все просрал, блин. По крайней мере, удостоверение точно. Так. Открой дверь.
A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. A metallic drawer slides out from under
Так, момент.
And clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Так, продолжить.
Take what you need, officer.
А все взять.
Feels nice and cold in your hand. Cold and heavy. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Взять болторез. Отлично. Взять фонарик.
Lets you pull out toolbox, slides back into its nest. The whites, your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. The smell, good. You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. After a while, you realize, of course, it's only in your head.
Тихо, блин.
So strange. The machine is not. The handle in the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. As you tap...
There's no use.
Translation. We're not going...
This is the Caprice Kinema, my motor carriage. The Caprice motocross...
But this is...
You're right. I didn't... Oh, I guess it's not for everyone. Yes, sorry about that.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
No, I'm afraid not.
In the cabin, you see at the frequency tableau...
Ой, так, ладно.
Hello, Alice. Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000.
This is Officer Alice Demet.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button.
Так, погнали Сильви.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes.
Received. Hold on.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with...
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line. Yes, hello?
Здравствуйте.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? You know whom? Maybe, I don't know. No? Not me. No, sorry. People don't have the money to have the...
It was someone else.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought no one calls... You know... What do you...
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union.
Офицер уже трындец.
I didn't want to get in trouble.
Push her further. Show her the error of her.
You do? Oh. What else can I do for you? Yeah, go on.
Тихо, 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 блин.
That came so fast. You baseball? Ring a bell quiz shows?
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes,
да!
Done something to upset her.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were the stuffed bird, the great Stewart. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird. There since Yes, obviously. I've had sailors fighting. Union guys grabbing my ass. Kids stealing booze. Well, you were worse than all of them. Even about little things like not turning down the We go on, by the OO. To hell with that Then there was your room. Your project. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being and...
Да.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents caused... I won't even mention you waving your gun around. Damn it. I don't remember what I did to your damn papers.
She's worried she might have...
Especially when there's a hurricane loose.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. All sorts of things. Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though. You hear a...
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Ой.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio.
A flock of seagulls right away.
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe... Oh, is that...
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Souped up motor cat.
God damn it. Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak, or... You would be too if you had this motor carriage. But seriously, let's quit joking around, alright?
This is Precinct 57.
Ладно, соединяй, блин, с моим участком.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st, come in, over.
The man uses...
10-4, message received, 10-5, 10-18. State your message, sir.
Ой, хочу доложить о пропаже, блин, моего долбанного удостоверения. А, не, погоди. Финансовая помощь.
10-4, I hear you.
Is it him? What does he want?
He says he needs money.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent.
Request denied, sir.
Nothing is working.
Anything else, sir? Over. 10-4. Your badge should have most of your personal details. Look over that. Over. 10-4. Anything else for you, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over.
Ладно, идите нафиг. Короче, блин. Надо найти удостоверение. У нас, в принципе, есть ключ. В принципе, есть ключ. Опа. Уже 13 часов.
A thin man, as you step in, it must be his name. Goranci. Goranci Quebec. The man puts his cup down and he smiles and bangs. The man ponders his cooking utensil. You see ahead the old cobalt paint. The door does not.
You do?
The winch. Outside.
Eccentric. But okay, as Garth is the person to ask about this.
Гарта нужно спросить. Где Гарт, блин?
Can I help you? What thing? Yes, not... They...
We should find out. We don't. We have to wait.
Oh, yes, that door. Sure. No, Awesome.
He's attempting to maintain an air of...
Fine, okay. So, I haven't opened it. What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based...
Another thing. Great. Yes. Yes. Have you... Yes.
Ой, сколько заданий-то появилось, блин. Тараран. Так, давайте откроем мусорный ящик.
This trash container is locked. With
Открыть.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Чего, блин,
The
открыть?
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This is...
You see, you've done this before. The movements, a box falls into pieces in your hand. You see, you've done this before. The movement, no. A box falls into among the threadbare kitchen towel as the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin.
The victim's clothes? Cadaver, drop them in here. Guitar marked blue. The belt is missing.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Потянуть?
A drab, long-sleeved shirt.
This is a military type of...
The rest of the rags are just kitchen for...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in. Not really. All we know is...
The fuck's he on about?
See?
The lieutenant nods. It's just organic waste. What's this?
Что?
A blue piece of plastic. Something larger.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork and what are you talking about? Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, it would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory.
You pick out a broken mug with...
You've acquired an interactable...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list.
It's just a racist mug. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that if you want to earn some change... It's just a racist mug, but it will not happen. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful... There's a piece of toilet paper. It's a metaphor for you. It's just toilet paper. Still wet. The toilet, an aluminium block. The surface is interrupted by... Looks like an official mark.
What? Yes, any capable light with all RCMV.
This means you can read the...
It depends. Aside from an anti... Okay.
While a bunch of sod... They're not exactly... Once in a while. Work, strife. It's the middle of March. What do you mean? Is that all?
Huh? Too complex case. Two? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say... I prefer a normal caseload.
Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The notebook, judging by the creases on your forehead. Yes, it appears you employ... Yes, all caps. Others appear more light-hearted. You like this grimy. It's going to take an effort to piece...
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct?
Нет.
Oh, you mean the titular? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM.
Your secret is safe with the rotten cabbage of papers in your hand. Right there is, for precisely one more. The task you've completed. Inspect the interview the cafeteria. A satisfying slap. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry.
Отлично.
And things to be done, and things already...
No, actually. Any ideas?
Повешенный.
Great. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man.
You don't exactly close them. so much as distance yourself from the smelly
О,
papers. It's proving to be
говно.
harder than expected. You just don't have arson, petty theft, spousal. You don't exactly close them. In the back, then rip 3. The topmost are misconduct. The rest of the stinking cellulose is it's made of dark blue plastic. Something small in the plastic shimmers like lap with your hands. You 4-sized pages hang from the clip.
Так.
The 2 sides of the board appear slightly misaligned. The slides snap back into place
Тайник.
without resistance. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. 2 octopuses are smiling. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Familiar handwriting lines the Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Так.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. Every step I take, it grows. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I make kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No. Hold on. To what? The
Detective, is everything all right?
Что происходит?
There is nothing. Again.
Опять?
Nothing sad, brother. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
Кто это, блин?
Who is what?
He speaks of the sickening longing.
Да со мной все в порядке.
The cool when you're dead.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it, because it's always there.
Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot joint.
Yeah, man. Fuck everything. Total blackout forever.
Хватит.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No.
Yes.
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with
drink. Water.
Хорошо.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it...
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter.
What happened? You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to. 10 minutes, maybe. That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Да.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable...
Whoa. In your hand, Parolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic... What a funny little cat.
Открыть.
The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the... You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps
Вкус
into
как бензин, блин.
like many things, all melted into not this warmth. It makes you want to shake. Why not? Please don't actually operate any. Already, you can tell you're...
In the bottom right corner of the
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright.
Вау. Так, мне нужно что-то улучшить.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from without resistance or sound. The two, it's slap. Your hand shakes. The acidics, you know, like the bits they put into. If you knew it was dunked in the toilet before getting chucked into the trash, so you wanted to get in on the trash toilet stink color. Your nose is somewhere between. Great. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
И кто?
Guess.
Коп при пушке?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop.
Кто, блин?
Let's make it official then, shall we? No, you don't. Come on. You. Wow.
Какой сори коп, блин? Идите нахер. Так, прочитаем водяные знаки, давайте.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
All right.
The dashboard like a leopard. The lights unfold.
There you go. I'll...
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark, the rectangular watermark is a rat brazenly darts past you in the middle of a broken plaza.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here. Oh, yes.
All of them worse than here. There are many of them. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad for the next. There are so many. The last row, that's it.
Those are perforations.
Son?
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? No shame in this next row, the one that wraps all the way around. Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, right.
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil.
For an RCM officer, there are certain officers who... But it seems as though you are.
He's sincerely glad you're...
Yes. Everyone has... Personally, I find it... Why not gardening?
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page.
Отлично. Так. Шлюз в среду надо закрыть, блин. Вообще, черт знает что. Та-та-тан, тра-та-тан-тан-тан. Там так надо было открыть дверцу. Вот что я знаю. Так, восприятие. Восприятие. Готово. Отлично.
What is this then?
What is this? This is the door, блин. Так, что тут у нас есть? Ага, ага. Угу, угу. Не особо что-то есть. Тарарам, парарам, пам, пам. Парарам, пам. Это мне. Уже 4. Ампула с нитроштырным спиртом и открытка. Угу. Так. Ну тут, ребятки, точно, я знаю, надо сделать быстрое сохранение.
Looks like when the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a...
Yes, it's probably yours. You could probably make the jump. What are we doing? Or it could be that we are just
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the... That machine is a convulsive...
Нихера себе!
Yes, but I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. The cloak? I do... Well, it doesn't...
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Mazovian socio-economics. 0.000% of communism has been...
Блин, ё-моё, все в минус. Чё у меня совсем здесь, блин, чё совсем плохо? Авторитет -1, ё-моё. Авторитет надо срочно поднимать, блин, я какой-то вообще жалкий коп. Восприятие на максимуме. Так. Давайте сделаем быстрое сохранение. И я слышал, если снять всю одежду... то можно гораздо лучше прыгнуть.
No, you could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you.
Hey, what happened?
Все в порядке.
We can always come back when you are feeling better.
Ой, говно, блин, тупое. Ну, даже если я всю одежду снял, все равно какая-то вышла фигня. Ладно, одеваемся. Галстук, перчатки, ботинки, штаны, футболка. Вот это. Идеальный прикид. Все. А, нет, блин. Еще один элемент забыли. Пакетик.
Be still, my beating heart. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying.
Perhaps, but that day.
Может, полиции стоит вмешаться, а может быть, да.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Ладно, давай поговорим с тобой, Куно.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely.
Fuck that! Kuno!
Shits himself?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno...
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now? That's it? That's all you've got? No! Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man? You wouldn't believe the pussy Kuno tears up.
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon. Alright.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player.
Shitload pig. What?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the...
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Kuno knows shit. Kuno's not a snitch. Probably climbed. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or...
There is no Night City anywhere.
Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him, if that's what you mean. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty.
You're testing Kuno's...
Get lost.
Kuno's Kuno pig?
Kuno?
The fuck are you called?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! Help! Pig's got Kuno!
Да идите вы нахер!
He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help!
Escalate, Kuno!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
58%. Давайте попробуем. Что за говно, блин? Трындец! Что? Какой ты лох!
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't.
Pig's trying not to cry. Pig, Kuno thought you had this.
Нет, нет, нет.
Despair creeps into you. Getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? He watches you melt down stoically. Nothing you can say would make you feel. Cop gives up the detective genre.
Да. Замечательная была игра. Ладно. Всем удачи на даче. Геншин скоро будет. До свидания.